Well, it's very funny. You're gonna love her. She's a regular at Rainbow Pop at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. Jamie Gendron, everybody.
How the hell are you, CIA? Now that I just almost knocked my fucking teeth out. So how are y'all tonight? Good, good. Nobody's fallen out from any dead baby jokes or rape jokes or losing virginity with bloody mouths jokes. But, you know, look, give me a second here. See, I'm a New Orleans bitch, and frankly, this is way too much fucking clothing. Ripped half my hair out in the process. And throw that sequin piece of shit off to the side. So, I was a Bourbon Street showgirl for many years, and for those of you who don't know me, I transitioned when I was 14 years old on my own. Basically, I could boil my childhood down for all of you very briefly without going into the whole Dickensian thing. My father was a mere mortal, submissive redneck man. He married my mother, Satan. Together they spawned me. Later, my mother went on to marry my stepfather, who I'm sure most of you have seen some of his films at least, Michael Myers. And my stepmother, come to find out, she was the extra for Linda Blair in The Exorcist. So needless to say, if any of you wonder why the fuck I left home at 14 years old, it wasn't just a transition. It was because those motherfuckers were crazy. They were also very redneck. Extremely redneck. My family is so redneck that I swear to God, my immediate family are friends with the fucking cast of Swamp People. That's not a joke. I couldn't even make that shit up. Okay, so we were talking a minute ago, since we're getting all into deep things. Here, let me get comfortable the way the hookers used to being on stage. Now, we were all talking about our first experiences. Speaking of which, Mr. Devil Boy, I think you were an old regular of mine before surgery. All that feeding you the beef, honey, that sounds real familiar from before I got up with you.
Oh my God.
So how many people here remember your first experience losing your virginity? Was it special? Oh, I know yours was special. Was it special? Do you remember it fondly? How many of us really do? Mine? It was interesting. I mean, look, he didn't just give me one ring, he gave me 2 handcuffs to the foot of the bed. Now keep in mind that was Michael Myers, my stepfather, but, you know, a girl's gotta do what she's gotta do to survive in a household. So, yeah, I know, that's a very fucked up joke, and it's not funny that I lost my virginity to my stepfather, but look, if I can take a dick, I can take a fucking joke, and so should all of you. Now, later on, as I hit puberty, my mother, Satan, as you all know her, appeared before me and said, listen, you keep wanting to run around looking like a girl, acting like a girl, wearing makeup whenever you get caught. I'm not gonna have some faggot-ass son of mine running around town dressed like a girl. So, you're lucky, because we have an answer for you. The cure is out there, it exists. But your price tag, bitches, go be a hooker to pay for it, because I'm not footing that fucking bill. Yeah, I know, childhood prostitution, another hilarious subject. The point is that I survived. And some of my more interesting adventures, you talk about your sexual adventures, honey. Hold the fucking phone. Now you want an interesting blowjob. Try getting a blowjob from Eddie Murphy and his Aston Martin back in 1989 while he was filming Harlem Nights. That was an interesting fucking blowjob. Although there was no blood. And I'm pretty sure he didn't give me HIV. I mean, I don't think. Now, Eddie Murphy was one of the famous people I've been with. I've made no bones or secrets about the fact that I also slept with River Phoenix, who most of you are probably too fucking young to even know who he was. Let's just suffice it to say he dropped dead on Sunset Boulevard in front of the Viper Room of an OD. Very sad, but it was even more sad because, oh my God, he had the perfect cock. Oh, trust me, ladies, hetero ladies, it's one you would have wanted. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've been quite so impressed by another white boy. Now, some black men, yes. Those have impressed me. White penises, they can be alright. They can be alright. Like Mark said, you know, looks unused. New, shiny, pink, like a new Cadillac. Those black dicks must be the boomerang ones then, because they get a lot of use, honey. I know girls love them. Hell, I've loved a few myself.
Oh.
So anyway.
Slow, but I
I
got
know this is so fucked up. So I wanted to tell you about, during my time as a prostitute, one of my more interesting tricks. You were talking about stuffing drugs up your ass. Well, I never stuffed drugs up my ass. I have given clients enemas of a fifth of Jack Daniels, and it's quite effective. He knocked right the fuck out, and I was able to rob him with no problems. The thing is I had this one while I was on acid. And y'all, I had just taken the acid like 30 minutes before this man saw me. So by the time we got back to my place, I was kicking in and tripping balls. Now that was back when the silver stiletto metal heels first became popular. You know, the first go around before the strippers caught on to it back in the late 90s again. And I met this man who had a fetish. He wanted me to sit in a chair over him and basically use my silver metal stiletto heels to just scratch the fuck out of him. Back and forth. Back and forth. You think that bitch's braces hurt? Then he asked me to stand on his throat. Woo, honey, fun times, fun times. After my stepdaddy and my childhood, oh, any man that wanted to pay extra to get abused, honey, no problem, I will dish it out. Now, he asked me to stand on his throat. Well, you haven't seen a bitch freak the fuck out on acid until she is standing on a man's throat and feels her high heel go pop